doctor.
Your heart needs to be strong to keep up. Flora for a strong heart today. Award-winning businesswoman and socialite Uyanda Mbuli is a proud mother and daughter. No stranger to the headlines, she's the first to admit that people often talk about her. But today, she's doing the talking, touching on an issue that's close to her heart.
Uyanda, great to have you in the studio. Thanks for coming through. Why have you chosen to lend your voice to fighting heart disease in South Africa?
It's something that I've lived with all my life. It affected me when my mother started suffering from high blood pressure. It affected every member of my family. So for me, it's a way of life. It's a lifestyle thing. And I'm challenging every South African to get involved. And prevention is always better than cure.
I love it. You've got to say that again, man. Prevention is always better than cure. We preach that all the time on the show, which is wonderful. The challenge with high blood pressure and hypertension is the fact that there are no symptoms. So you don't feel bad necessarily, but you need to treat it. So how have you kind of managed compliance in your mom's life and kept her taking her medication and kept her being healthy, as it were?
One, it's encouraging her to remember that she has kids that look up to her, that love her. And she knew she wanted to be old enough to see her grandkids. So would always make sure, always check, Mommy, did you take your medication? If she didn't, then we take it to her. We make it easier for her. But also we make it part of our lifestyle.
You're a working mom. And so often with working moms, there's so little time left for yourself to look after your needs and your health. So how do you do it? I mean, an iconic businesswoman in this country, where do you find the time?
Look, it's in everything you do, from the breakfast you eat, your lunch, the food you eat. And also when I spend time with my child, taking walks, I know that I'm encouraging my child to live an active lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, because whatever seeds I plant in his life today is how he will raise his own kids. So if I teach him that, you need to eat your vegetables, you need to make sure that you eat less fatty food, we only buy Flora, so he doesn't even know the taste of other measurings. Yeah. And also, taking your vitamins and making sure that you're healthy. So, so it's a way of life. It's what we do all the time.
Brilliant. Uyanda, what about stress? We know that that's quite a risk factor for heart disease. You've had a lot of stress of late. How do you actually deal with it? Because we can't avoid it, we just need to manage it.
It needs to be managed. One of the most important things, if you're going through a very stressful time, is knowing that you're not alone. You need to know the people that truly support you, the people that truly love you, but also you need to live an active lifestyle. You can't go and feel sorry for yourself, sleep all day. You need to take walks, you need to jog, you need to work out, you need to exercise, and also you need to have that spiritual revive. Whatever that you believe in. I have my own spiritual beliefs. I believe in God. I read the Bible. I go fellowship with other people that believe, in God as well, and it encourages me.
That's a great way to manage stress, I've got to tell you that. And it's funny, the studies have shown that people of faith not only live longer, but they live happier and more kind of fulfilled lives, which is fascinating.
Indeed, because you're not alone. God is with you. Yeah. God will see you through everything.
Landa's 9 years old. So PlayStation, Xbox, all the dangers of just sitting around doing nothing and staring at a screen. What do you do to encourage your son to be active, to live a healthy lifestyle?
He's very active in sports at school. He's an athlete. He runs, he does long jump. He's been involved in soccer as well, being the A team. So because he's active in sports, he knows the importance of us taking the walks, jogging, exercising. And he really looks forward to that because he wants to be the best in his sports in school. So if you encourage your kids to be active in something that involves the school community and his friends, and it's a common goal, not only for himself, but it's something he can chat about with his friends and so forth, then it encourages them to be more active.
Traditionally, heart health has always been aimed at men, because men are at risk for getting a heart attack. 1 in 3 men, but 1 in 4 women are also at risk of getting a heart attack. So what is your message as a women's activist to women regarding their heart health?
Indeed, women are doing more roles these days. They actually provide for their families. They look after the kids. So the responsibilities is so much. They have to look after themselves. One, they have to live an active life. It's not just about going to work. It's not just about looking after the kids, but you also have to look after yourself. You have to look after your own health. And it's important that you take the time to look after the health of your whole family, from what you guys eat, from everything. And you have to do the checkup, because if you're not healthy and you don't remain alive to provide for your your kids will suffer. So it's not just about being there physically, but you also have to be there emotionally and otherwise, and also be that role model that show your kids that health is equally important as the lifestyle.
You've got far too many Twitter followers. I mean, thousands and thousands. If you were to tweet today about heart health, what would your tweet be? What's the bottom line message that you want to give to South Africans?
Look, the Think Red campaign for me has been important, that you have to think red. You have to think positive. You have to look after your health. You have to make sure that you stay alive. You know, you have to keep your heart clean and beautiful and healthy for it to look after you. That's always been my message. Look after your heart so your heart can look after you.
That's the tweet. Look after your heart so your heart will look after you. Well, Uyanda, thank you so very much. While it's important to remember the symptoms of heart disease you shouldn't ignore, it's far more important to avoid the symptoms altogether. Remember, 80% of all heart disease is preventable by making the right lifestyle choices, as Uyanda and her family are doing.
Your heart needs to be strong to keep up. Flora, for a strong heart today.
I want to live the best life.